Okay guys, it is a new month, therefore new opportunities, new goals, but that also means another month closer to the end of the year. I am telling you, I was freaking out so much this past week, realizing that there's only 4 months left. 4 months left until 2025. And this month I basically did nothing, not as much as I wanted to do, and I was just like,
oh my god, I have so much I need to get done.
But the past is in the past. All we can do is move forward and focus on what we can do today. So that's what I'm going to do. Today I'm doing goal check-ins. I'm going to give you guys some updates on changes I've made and let you know the plan of what I'm going to do moving forward. Starting with the goal check-ins, I will admit I basically made very little to none progress in all of my main goals, but every day was a no zero day, barely. So this is what I did this month. Writing, I wrote a grand total of 0 words. I exercised for 5 whole days. Okay, stretched for 2. I do have a Duolingo streak of 9 days now. I also posted 1 video, which is this one. I've journaled and followed my skincare routine more often than not, and I've also tracked what I ate every single day. Even if it's not the healthiest foods, I still at least logged it. It's a little rough, I know, but that's what I'm working with. That's where I am. So what do I need to do by the end of the year to meet my goals? For writing, I want to have finished the first draft of my fiction novel, which I'm shooting for a 100,000 word count. I've already written about 4,100 words, so I still have a lot to go. But over the span of 4 months, if I shoot for around 800 words a day or 5,600 words a week, then I will be able to hit that goal, which is doable for me because I can write about 1,000 words an hour on a good day. So that's what I'm shooting for. For Spanish, even though Duolingo is great, I really want to get back into my textbooks and actually sit down and do some deep work, going through different exercises, making sure I understand the concepts. So still aiming for that 5-hour study mark a week. And I think I'm planning to take a certified Spanish exam later in November. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, just to see where I actually am fluency wise, because I really have no clue. So I want to have something that will tangibly say this is where you're at in your fluency and this is how far you have to go until you reach full fluency. So that's a plan for Spanish, just making sure I study for at least 5 hours every week. For YouTube, although I did hit a major milestone this year, which is monetization, I really want to work on consistency, which is simply posting 1 video a week. This is something that I struggle with, but it's something that I really want to get better at. So posting once a week or 18 videos by the end of this year is the goal. I want to show that I can show up not only for myself, but also for you guys. So this is really the main priority when it comes to my YouTube channel. For exercise, my goal is to just continue to try working out, preferably 3 days a week, start small. Eventually I can get up to trying to do 5 days, but I hate exercise so much. So as long as I do anything that gets my body moving for at least 15 minutes, then that's a win. Consistency right here is a common theme with most of my goals. I just have to show up every day and do the thing. So making sure that I can actually work out, do things that I enjoy is the main goal with exercising. For stretching, I want to stretch every day because I want to get my middle and my side splits by the end of the year. Okay, I've not been stretching at all. Like I said, I stretched 2 days this month and it's really not even that hard. I just have to get up and do it. So making sure that I stretch every day, starting a stretching streak, that's my goal for the next 4 months. And eating healthy, my goal is to continue tracking what I eat so I'm aware of what I'm putting in my body, how much I'm eating, but also learning a new recipe every week and eating a healthy meal at least once a day, which I haven't. I may or may not have eaten an entire bag of hot Cheetos the past couple of days, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm still slowly trying to get there, but just focusing on what I'm eating, trying to find joy in creating new healthy, nutritious foods. That is really what I want to have. I want to have a good relationship with food. So that pretty much sums up all of my goals of where I'm at, where I want to be, and what I need to get done the next 4 months to get there. So for some life updates or changes that I made, I may or may not have impulse bought a bike. So like I said, I hate exercising, so I was really looking for something that I do not dread and I enjoy. And I was thinking of what I did a lot as a kid, and it was actually riding bikes. I loved to just go down the streets, to go through different trails. It was so fun to just be able to explore and do it easily. So I was like, well, let me try to do that again. So I ended up just buying a bike.
Alright, we're gonna, not a good spot to warm up.
Okay, I just did it too fast.
Okay, listen. X, okay.
And I do not even have room for this bike. I live in an apartment, so right now I'm just keeping it inside of my room. But the few days that I have ridden it, I absolutely love it. I know that this is something that I will continue to do and will just grow on me more and more and more. But I'm telling you guys, if you want to exercise, you need to find something that you love. Stop trying to do what everybody else is doing, especially if you hate it. If you're not actually enjoying it, you're not going to continue doing it. So that's what I'm trying, is biking. We'll see how it goes. This month has been so hot though, almost 100 degrees a lot of days, so I have not been outside riding. But once it cools down, fall is coming. I am going to be outside every day just cycling. Secondly, I committed to a night schedule. For those of you who don't know, I work nights, meaning that I wake up around 5 p.m. and I go to sleep around 8 a.m., mainly on the weekends. But whenever I pick up extra shifts during the week, it's also night shift. So it's very difficult to try to switch back and forth between a night schedule and trying to be up during the day to try to be productive. So my sleep has been a mess this entire month. I've been working a lot of extra shifts and I was like, I cannot continue doing this. I need to figure out a way to make it work, and the only thing that I can think of is to just fully commit to a night schedule. So I am going nights every single day. So my goal is to wake up around 7 p.m., 5 p.m. if I'm trying to get a little bit less sleep and have at least a couple hours of sunlight, and then go to bed by around 8 a.m. It'll take a little bit getting used to, but I've always been a night owl, staying up late, so I don't think it'd be super hard to get used to. My main thing is that I just really do love sunlight, as you can see, so it will be sad to only have a few hours left, but for my sleep and my sanity, I need to try to find something that will work. So this is the current experiment. We'll see how it goes. I've been doing it so far this week and it's been fine. Hopefully it works out well. Thirdly, monk mode. So I've come across this just through YouTube videos of people like,
You need to go monk mode, you really need to like isolate yourself.
and then at first I was like, I don't really think that's necessary to get things done. But me, I am an easily distracted person, okay? And I am tempted very easy. If you're like, hey, let's go do this random thing, and I have a million things that I need to be doing, heck yeah, I'm gonna go do that random thing with you. No, I'm not gonna focus on the things that I need to. I'm gonna look for any type of excuse to not do the work that I need. So I was like, okay, I need to take a step back from all of the things that are distracting me, from all of the people that are distracting me. So I was like, I need to just spend time focusing on myself and being alone with myself, so then I have a lot more time to actually reflect on the actions that I'm doing and thinking about the future that I want to build for myself. So that's what I'm trying to do, is kind of take a step back from all of these things and just give myself time and myself space to grow as a person. So I would highly recommend this, to say no to people, to say no to things until you're comfortable enough to be able to balance things, instead of using social interactions or using entertainment as a way to just escape all of the tasks that you need to get done. And lastly, I started taking a fiber and probiotic. I was feeling really, really bloated like 3 weeks ago, and every single time I woke up, I would just feel overly full, just not feel well. It doesn't matter if I ate anything before I went to bed, I was just bloated all of the time. I don't know why, but I started taking fiber and a probiotic and it's literally fixed the problem. So if any of you guys have been feeling bloated as well, I'd recommend doing that because it helped me. And that pretty much sums up all of the life updates, the things that I've changed. So now let's talk about what I plan to do moving forward. I came across this quote, and I've came across it months ago before. It was even my phone wallpaper, and it just showed back up in my feed again. And I was like, wow, this perfectly summarizes the self-improvement journey. And the quote goes like this: watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, it becomes your destiny. And I was like, this is literally the step-by-step what you need to do to be able to change completely as a person. Because a lot of times whenever we want to change, we just focus on changing what we do and not everything that precedes that, which is our thoughts, our mindsets, our words. All of these have such a huge impact on ourselves and what we do. So I was like, okay, if I really want to change as a person, I need to make sure that I'm doing it right. Otherwise, every time I try to do something, the reason why it's not going to stick is because I'm not changing the mentality behind it. So every month I kind of want to have a themed month in which I'm focusing on one of these categories. So this month, the month of September, I really want to focus on thoughts and mindset. Next month, I want to focus on the power of words and just how all of these things impact productivity, on mindset, on just my self-improvement journey, and making sure that everything that I learn is able to build upon the last, which I feel like is a lot of problems, especially within the self-improvement space, is that there's so much great advice and great recommendations out there, but a lot of times it's hard to mesh them together and to build upon things that kind of make sure that you're able to continue doing the last thing that you learned. So this way, I'm hoping it will really help solidify any changes I make, because I'm changing from the root and I'm taking it one level at a time and going up and making sure that I'm building upon previous concepts and just reaffirming those. But yes, this is where I'm at right now. This is where I'm currently standing in all of my goals, what I need to get done, all of the changes that I've made, what I plan to do moving forward. Truly is a monthly reset, because I am resetting how I'm thinking about everything constantly, as I think is beneficial to do, because you're making sure that you're always seeing things in a new light. I aim to continue the 6-month hard challenge, to continue to have no 0 days, which I have. I have not done much with my days, but I still did something with my days. So as long as that is true, I am making slow and steady progress to where I need to be. But this month, I am excited for what we're going to do, what we're going to accomplish, especially with all of the changes I'm making. I really hope that they do solve a lot of the problems that I was facing this month. So I really hope your month was a lot better than mine. If not, do not worry. It is a new month, new opportunity, so we will get things done. So I really hope you have a productive week, and I will see you guys next week for sure. Sincerely, X.